When in doubt, Jund 'em out.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today winter is coming with Winter Misanthropic Guide, a Jund commander that makes both players draw cards and can change your opponent's maximum card size based on the number of different card types in your graveyard. In this deck, that means that you can force your opponent to discard if you have 4 or more different things in your graveyard, by which I mean different types, like maybe you have a Kindred card, maybe you have artifacts. Artifact creatures count as 2, same with enchantment creatures. We got planeswalkers, we've got enchantments, we've got all sorts of things, even a battle to try and maximize Winter's ability to go off. And we have to get those cards in a graveyard, so, being in Jund, I played as many Jund threats as I could that demand that you remove them, and also some removal that is going to put itself in a graveyard, because once it's done, it's gone. Cards like Binding the Old Guards might take a few turns to put into the graveyard, but you could always accelerate that by sacrificing them with Vraska, filling up the graveyard, milling yourself, and getting lots and lots of different types in order to trigger Winter. And because Winter makes both players draw, we can punish them with cards like Sheoldred and Orcish Bowmasters, which also happen to be a combo with some nasty cards like Peer into the Abyss. And as Jund does, we're playing some sweet Jund cards. Things that can be reanimated, things that reanimate, and of course, cards that care about more stuff in our graveyard, like Emrakul. There's another way you could build this deck, I feel, that would be playing lots of Goyfs. I'm not doing that, but it would be a neat way to approach Winter. So let's take him into the queue and get frosty. Kona Rescue Beastie. Kona is going to be tapping in order to cheat permanents out of hand. This hand is not terrible, but it's missing colors. Like, this can tap for mana of any color for legends, but I'd still need another black source, so I think this is worth a mulligan. Ooh, a turn 1 monkey and Virtue of Persistence, which, if Kona is out and not tapped on the same turn that it comes out, I might be able to kill it with the Locktwain Scorn. It's a little -3/-3. Oftentimes, though, these first few turns are ramp and setting up some sort of a tap ability. I don't know what tap ability they'll have, but probably something. Ragavan, get him! I stole a Zolprendel. Cool. I'll use that treasure for Ren and Realmbreaker. Fix my lands, tap for mana of any color. I'm gonna mill myself. Oh, Haywire Might. Hey, Haywire Might. That could get rid of the Emerald Medallion, or if they play any vehicles, mounts, any of those. Okay, Selvala just makes a lot of mana. Also, can block! Die, Selvala! Swinging in. Into the north, I'm not a snow deck, so that doesn't do anything for me. Haywire Might. And exiling the Emerald Medallion. Not waiting, just going for it. All plus, not targeting anything. I could have, like, minus there just to, like, really max my stuff in my graveyard. I don't think I really want to, though. Relic of Legends, that's a way to tap Kona! Kind of hoping I steal, like, artifact or enchantment removal. It was a land. At a minus. Bowmasters, Soken-san. Already have artifacts, already have lands. Still not yet delirious. I'm gonna use Karam. We put these into the graveyard. Name human. Pass the turn. So what card is in their hand? Some of the big ones that can really cause some problems for us would be Ghalta, followed by a couple other big scary creatures. The Ghalta, the 12th mana one. Okay, Tyrannix Rex wasn't able to attack, though. Boop. Alright, they have an Ulamog the Defiler. Again, still strong. Not as good if they're not casting it, though. Letting them draw is so dangerous. But, like, I could punish it eventually with the Bowmasters. Like, next turn. I'm gonna put an upkeep stop. The bigger creatures that are in either player's graveyard, like if we can get the 10/10 into the graveyard, I can get Karam to be larger too. Hey, I'm Winter. Welcome to Duskmorn. Whoa. You want to add more types to my graveyard? Sick. Ren Realmbreaker? I don't need to protect this. I don't even get poisoned if you hit Ren and Realmbreaker. They're just making sure they tap Kona, I guess, because they want the 7/7 in play. Oh no, wait! They're killing my Karam. Now are you tapping Kona? Or are you just gonna, like, wait? Because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They'd only need to wait for 2 more mana for Ulamog. No, they just want this in play. And... oh, wait! Who's in exile? Virtue of Persistence! And Zoprindel. There's 2 big boys in exile here. You're a problem. Oops. At least I got a land here. Finding the old gods. I got permanents to sacrifice. Ragavan's not doing anything. I could also drop this Binding the Old Gods. It'll get me a land next turn. Do I have any enchantments in the graveyard? I sure don't! Get in the trash! They can use this to animate Lair of the Hydra to block. What are you doing? Math? Disgusting. Ragavan, attack! Their hand size is 1. Math in a video game? What is this nonsense? Oh, DL4000, thank you for the sub. I'm taking 4 poison, also 8 damage. They kill me at about the same rate. Right now, the poison will kill me before damage. Oh, schwiggity swag. I could just cast that. Didn't even need to cheat it into play. Now die. Now die even more. I got 6 mana to work with. Shelly kills one of these. Probably Kona. He would be Ramp. And Laughing Jasper's Flint plus Crucius could be cute too. I like doing crimes. I'll go for 6 in Crucius. I don't have any lands in hand to discard. And I will drop Laughing Jasper Flint to get something that costs less. Cool, a land. I got some 7-drops. You know how it is. Sometimes you just want to cast a big ol' 7-drop. So yes, you have all the mana in the world. You can already cheat permanents into play. Rishikar's expertise draws them 8 cards. Allows them to cast something cost 5 or less for free. Oh, Pierre Stampa. Hey, maybe you, maybe you don't want to draw that much? I don't know. tap your lands. Tap your lands! Make my Bowmaster Growmaster! So yeah, they put a ton of stuff into hand. They have a lot of mana. 16 mana. But anything that doesn't get used here, if Winter's still alive, they're gonna have to drop. Ooh, Great Henge. That's even more a card draw. It's also, I guess, like 2 mana for 2 mana. Ramblin', they are milling. What do you mill? I see a Galta. That's a big girl. Oh, I'm gonna keep pinging face. I want my Bowmasters bigger than Galta. Winter's just like, this is happening. So lame. They're drawing more cards. Get them, Bowmasters! They have hoof mana. It is worth saying they do have hoof mana. That's just a Bramba. More cards drawn. They will be able to gain 2 soon. Okay, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. 8, I guess, if you tap Relic of Legend. That's more card draw. Bowmaster is eating good! They're thinking. They get something out for free with the Kona. They're thinking what else they want to cast. I think it would swing the tides of combat. Or maybe they're gonna give up. Who do you sacrifice with your Disciple of Freyalise? Because if it's Galta, that is a very fun way to let me kill you. They choose nothing. Opponent cheats something in post-combat. It's Eladamri. They draw a card. I ping their face. And now they have to discard everything but 1 card in their hand. Winter did the thing! Are you proud? We have them draw 2 extra. A 1, a 2. There are so many fun choices here. It's like, you're not killing. This has the chance of getting something really fun like a hoof. So there's Breach. I think Breach has better chances. I'm breaching. Alright, from me, whatever. From them. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Emrakul, being put into play, not as spicy. Ulamog would still be big. We established that. Nyxbloom Ancient, I only have 1 mana source that would be increasing here. Sure like drawing cards. Let's go with the Ulamog. Fear of missing out gives me an extra combat 1 attacks. If it was in play. It doesn't have haste. We look at them. We say, yep. End the turn. I'll discard the land, get something that costs more. He's still getting counters because there is a 7-drop in exile. Actually, on both sides. Both Virtue of Persistence and Zoprindel are both 7 mana cards in exile. But if they have the hoof and they've been drawing, that's the Tarask. They're drawing cards. Sees everything in exile, yep. They're drawing cards. Children Bowmasters are out here like, yeah, drawing cards, huh? Drawing cards. Yeah, Fear of Missing Out has to itself attack. It's not just if you attack. Their henge is killing them. Good. Good. Bowmasters. This is the nerfed Bowmasters. Shelly somehow never got a nerf. GG, Kona. Marina Vendrell, a 5-color enchantments commander. And I technically have 3 lands in here. I have some hand attack. I'm willing to keep this. When Marina enters the battlefield, you look at the top cards of your deck and you put all the enchantments from among them into your hand. Enchantress's Presence and Inquisitive Glimmer. The card draw or the discount? Looking at like what they have, I'm going to hit the Glimmer. Because some of these come in tapped. I don't want those discounts happening. It would make me sad. Not paying life for this one, though. Yes, if you tap one of these shock lands while their animation's still happening, or bolt lands, you just get to watch it turn sideways. Alright, Steen, gonna start milling myself. That was an enchantment and a creature. I now have 3 types in the graveyard. Nice. If you have full Delirium with Winter, and they have a Reliquary Tower, which gets priority, whichever one came down second. Winter's Delirious! Yay! Do I want to play him, though? Yeah, they like drawing cards! You want to put cards in your hand? Winter's gonna be like, nice, choose which ones you want to keep. Oh, Winter, by the way, same set as Marina. Marina can also have a rooms sub-theme, since she can unlock and lock rooms. For more value. Lurker in the deep. They're gonna seek. Seek and get beats downs. They have to discard down to 3, since we have a Delirium 4. We're milling. Everybody gets to draw. You love card draw. We all love card draw here. I'm gonna throw this in the graveyard. We have 6 now. I don't know what it is, but I don't want to think about it. So get rid of it. It was Enduring Innocence. They're up to 5 mana. They can't play their commander yet because their black and white sorcerer are on the same land. They made a second Lurker in the deep, but this one is not impending. So they are filling up this battlefield with these. Time Twist! Oh goodness, it's gonna come back! You scary. Anyway, discard all but 1 card in your hands. I won't have Emrakul next turn. Despite all my hypes and my types. Unless if I get like Bitter Blossom in the graveyard there. No, but I'll have a Casualties of War. Which shucks, that's pretty good. Creature, enchantment, and land. Creature, enchantment, and land. I have no idea what these are because they're face down. They could be like... I just know they're not lands. That's the only thing I know. Lurker in the Deep seeks a non-land and then makes a duplicate and manifests it. Manifest. Can you look up put in the graveyard? It was the Overgrown Tomb. Looking what is in graveyards. I could steal something. I have this reanimate, but I think it's Emrakul time. Oh wait, I can do both. Oh, I'll get to see what's face down! Yeah! Alright, also, I want to be lurking. Seems cool. I'm gonna know. Also, I get to choose what they discard? Yes! Alright, so let's see. Destiny Spinner, Kami of Gamu Groves, Battle of Frost and Fire. They would kill all these. Okay, so that's an Uthgard Fury. Uthgard Fury. Annie joins up and Annie joins up. I'm gonna channel. Go to combat. Yep. Order to damage like that. Go to end step, and I'm going to discard everything but the forest. They just got another black and white source, so they're getting closer to being able to play Marina. This is going to mill and reanimate. Or not reanimate, but put into hands that it can cast again. And they do have a bunch of choices. They have 4 mana, so lots of things could hit this. But is it going to be anything that can stop me from, you know, junding them out? Aww, Mirror Room! 2 Kami of Bamboo Groves. We mill. They draw. We swing. 13 in the air, even more on the ground. GG. Corvold, Fey Cursed King, a Jund sacrifice commander to face off against our Jund... I don't even know what winter is. Jund Delirium commander. Yeah! Throw in the trash. They're going to be sacrificing things to draw cards, which makes this hand very good because it has a Sheoldred in it. Jund good stuff. Hey, listen. You put in the best cards that are of different types to trigger the Delirium. Then you put in the cards that punish the opponent's card draw, like Sheoldred. Winter. That's winter. I mentioned this while people were requesting this as a brew. This won like our popularity contest on Twitch. I let people choose which commander to brew. I said, like, winter in a 1v1 format, you're mostly just trying to get different types of removal in your graveyard by casting them, by using them. So winter can maybe do something. That's how winter does. Oh, they're sacrificing the gas to getting a treasure and drawing some cards. This is also a treasure. And they were doing that on my turn. 5 mana. If they'd like to bring out Corvold, they would... Wait. You have to sacrifice a land now. Damn, bro. Living on the edge. Hey, Corvold. You exiled my graveyard? For this, you must die. I was gonna play Sheoldred, but now I need revenge for my artifact that was in the graveyard. With a lot of eggs all in one basket, I have twice as much mana as they do now. But they really wanted to start sacrificing, so they did. And because they're a Jund sacrifice deck, like, you don't need Corvold. Corvold's just real good. Oh, thank you. Artifact in the graveyard. Secured. Reckless Theater. What do we got? Oh, Proving Ground into the graveyard. 3 types secured. They did draw cards, though. They got a bunch of value off of Corvold. I assume they drew the Tormod's Crypt, or they would have played it first as a thing to sacrifice to Corvold. Reanimating the Ghast. Childred. And the Might. I'm not sure why they besaged this. They may have something like returned lands from graveyard. I'm not really sure why they destroyed it, though. Mox. And a fetch land. Fetches are great with Corvold. They're also really good with Winter. And X equals 5. You could have done X equals 4, use the -1/-1. No, they want that treasure. Treasures are really good for Corvold. Oh my gosh, we're delirious! Yay! They don't have cards in hand anyway, though, so I'm gonna play 6. And discard a land to bring out Haywire Might. And use the Haywire Might to get rid of their Mox Amber. Because it's worth it to me. Next land I'm getting, though, we're bringing back that Shelly. I tried to put in some graveyard recursion in this deck, too. Things like 6 and Jet Collector. Since, you know, Winter, we put stuff in the graveyard. And while bringing it back takes it out, it can reduce our potential types in the graveyard. If we're doing any sort of self-mill, discard, anything like that, may as well bring it back. 6 mana. But a 7 mana commander. Sometimes I think about when Corvold, who was a part of a Brawl precon, Corvold was seeing a lot of standard play. And it was a really hard deck to pilot because the math in it, you had to, like, keep track of Mayhem Devil triggers, Corvold size. There was a lot happening. They're taking a peek at their graveyard. Start with an attack from 6. Just kidding. No, I won't. Bring back Shelly, though. Because we're gonna make you draw. And you might be making you draw, too. Bolting in for 3. Here comes Corvold. Corvold will sacrifice a land, drawing a card, and losing 2 life. At the start of my turn, they will also draw 2 cards. And they will also lose 4 life. Thanks, Sheldred! And good game, we swing in, and it ends here, Corvold. GG. Orcheslam, Deepest Growth. If this creature hits you in the face, they get to look at that many cards based on the amount of damage dealt, and put up to 1 land and 1 creature into play from among them. If she dies, also turns into the Temple of Cultivation, can be flipped back over. I think that this is one of those just like big green stompy commanders, cheats things into play on occasion, but seriously, 6/5 trample for 5, it's gonna get some damage in. I guess sitting on a Bowmasters. If they try to draw an extra card, that's not something green does that much, but like, they could. We're ready. We're ready to fire. Ta-da! Orcish Bowmaster! I'm not gonna block. Now, if this was unnerfed Orcish Bowmasters, I could just like snipe that and then use the 1/1 to block that. That's why they nerfed it. Because it was ridiculous. Like, utterly stupid how good that card was. More ramp. You ramp, I ramp. I'm going to offer them the trade, by the way. Bowmasters for Mystic? Okay, they're not into it. How is this nerfed? It doesn't trigger when it enters the battlefield. It's only when their opponent does extra draws. They have 5 mana. They'd like to bring out the god! Or Chasm, you want to come out here? You want to party hard? I got a sexy Dryad. Have you guys seen the Fiona Staples art of this? It's awesome. For like, I don't know, sexy magic art. Defiler of Vigor, they can now pay 2 life instead of a green mana pip for permanence. Like that one. And they get +1/+1 encounters for all. I cannot stop them from doing stuff here. What I can do is I can distract some damage and try to get it onto Chandra. I guess I'll kill the Somberwald Sage because it taps for the most. And this will hopefully encourage them to attack with the Defiler of Vigor at Chandra rather than my face. I can't believe they could pay a 3 mana or Chasm. Look at that. Because of the Emerald Medallion and the Defiler. The double discount. Yeah, we are the rare deck that still wants to play Bowmasters post-nerf because we are a symmetrical card draw. Not blocking. R.I.P. Chandra. It's a shame. If I could keep Chandra alive, I think I would have had enough mana to peer. And Peer into the Abyss Bowmasters combo is maybe not good, but it's something. Let's play Winter. I'm just gonna let them deal damage. As long as it's not lethal, we have the potential of the combo this next turn. Orcish Bowmasters, Peer into the Abyss. I have to see what black sources I have. I have 1, 3, okay. So I might want to chump block here. Reducing 4 damage, maybe from Chasm so they can see fewer things. Because I do have the 3 black needed. Winter's going to get me the extra draws. Okay, Seraph, Defense of the Heart, and a Great Henge. Cool. Ping your face. Tribute to the World Tree. Triggered. Altborn Tyrant that's going to gain them life. Everything's huge. All I need to do is on my 3 draws... 3 draws! Get 1 land that's untapped. That's a tapped land. Did I go first or second? No. Looks like I went first. So close. All right, you know what? It's not over till it's over. Granzo, get me Hoof. It's the Skullspore Nexus! That's not Crater Hoof Behemoth! Still play it for free because it's cool. And I'll show them those. And they won't know. They won't know how close they got to being peered. Grenzo went to buy shoes. Yeah, we could have gotten the booties. I'm pretty sure I just die here because, you know, Death Touch, Trample, everything else. Beep, boop, 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 boop. The The Tramplers, they're killing us. GG, Caslam. Ooh, a little bit extra. Little extra damage in there. Rakdos, the Muscle, can sacrifice things to exile cards from either player's library, so you can play them that turn. Also, can sacrifice things to become indestructible, which is pretty nice when you're running a lot of removal against them. I've got a turn 2 Arcane Signet, a little bit of Fixin', ooh, and a turn 3 Chandra, or Vraska. I like them both. Got my nice 4-mana ladies out here, causing damage, causing problems. Killing Magdas? Which of you would I rather kill Magda with? I'm thinking Vraska. Because if they follow up with like a shock or a bolt, anything that deals the damage to Vraska and kills her, I will feel a lot less bad about her dying versus Chandra dying. Because Chandra to me is much more of a win con. Errant Apprentice goes wide, makes a little guy, and if their creatures die, I will lose life. Or if their artifacts go to the graveyard. One Fable the Mirror Breaker. Don't feel I need to sacrifice anything to draw here. Oh, you breaking faces? Breaking hearts? Neither. Gonna drop Cityscape Leveler. Call Against Command's cute because it lets me take out both of those. Still gonna drop it. Now I have an artifact, a creature, and an instant in my graveyard.
It's my turn.
Actually, bring out Crucius. I'm gonna take out the Facebreaker. Lose a life.
I haven't forgotten how to destroy things.
Woodland Cemetery. Put a land in my graveyard. Swing in with my Goblin. And we now have 5 types for winter. We are beyond delirious. Here, I'll even drop the 1 ring. I don't need it. And I'll look for something that costs more. Like Overlord of the Baelmerk. Winter Online. But a Rakdos deck, like both the colors and the guy, I feel like they're gonna have a lot of ways to get rid of this. Sacrificing Crucius to their dude, the Marauder. There are, by the way, some combos you can do with Rakdos, where you can just like continuously exile cards from your deck and play them, especially if you get those discounts rolled up. Nice. Take advantage of the extra mana Chandra can produce. Play a Tali and try to cast for free from both players' decks. Nice! Okay. I'm going to start with the Cruelty of Gix. And this Fury will be able to kill both of those nice and easy. 1, 2, 3. Or 2 to each. There's nobody left for them to sacrifice. Chapter 1. I'm so ambitious, I'm throwing away the 1 ring. That's how it goes. Oh, I'm dropping that Grenzo. And I'll play this Impending, just to get more stuff in my graveyard. I could have, I guess, played Winter here. I don't really feel like I need to. That was a very good Atali hit. I mean, he's in the deck as, like, a good stuff, reanimatable, some generally nice cards. Ooh, Shelly back in hand. And this does, like, present a potential extra 8 damage. Especially with the reflection of Kiki Diki here. I can only copy non-legends, but if I make a copy of a Cityscape Leveler, that's 2 8/8s attacking in. What should the opponent do to win this game? Wipe the board. It doesn't really matter what I get here. Monkey. Reasoning. Huh. I will unearth the Cityscape Leveler. I will copy the Cityscape Leveler. And I'll swing in for lethal with a little extra. GG Rakdos. Dragonhawk, Fates, Tempest. Dragonhawk cares about high-powered creatures. The more of them you have out, when Dragonhawk enters or attacks, the more damage you can deal. You put cards into exile, and if those cards don't get played, for each one of them, you deal 2 damage. And that damage, by the way, can be doubled or just, like, increased. I'll put a land in the graveyard, sure. An Argoth. Ooh, Ruby Medallion for those big old discounts. It's a pretty good start. Oh, I'm being asked at MagicCon Vegas, am I staying at an iconic hotel? No, I'm staying at one of the hotels that's closer to the convention center. Okay, they have haste, which means that they'll be able to trigger Dragonhawk, like, immediately. Also, I'm being heisted. The feisty heisted. They discarded Sunspine Lynx. Oh, I like Sunspine Lynx. This is first strike. Not gonna block, but I do think I should kill it. I think we either go for discard or killing the little dude. But I want to get rid of the Ruby Medallion. That's like the priority here. I can either start getting more bugs in this, or I can attack for 2. I'm going to attack for 2. I don't need to fill my doll with bugs. No, I'm not staying at the Giant Pyramid. I'm so sorry to disappoint you. I know you all wanted Amy to stay at the Giant Pyramid. Here, you missed the land drop. I'll give everybody land drops. You draw 2 cards. I draw 2 cards. Ooh, Combat Celebrant. I can scorn that. Everybody's drawn. Oh my gosh, it's so tempting to like keep my hand size too big to discard and draw. What did you drop? The Lynx? Could reanimate that. It's like I really want to use it on Valgavoth though. Well, I can. I'm willing to pay a little extra. Yeah, I know. I have more non-basics. I don't care. I love paying life. Good Time Society, thank you for the raid. And welcome. Yes, do I have Shouldered in this deck? Yes. There's only a few cards that synergize with Winter. Shouldered's in the deck. You can also check, if you're watching this on the stream, through these different things. Where you can, like, hover over to the deck. Shows it. Kind of cool. Boop. I could also hit Dragonhawk in response to it entering. I want to steal. Wait. Okay, well that would also be stealing. They all work. This is just John to beats right now. And for the people who are watching this as a recording, if you want to see what's in the deck, there's a little link in the description below. Good. How many card types do I have? Instants, sorceries, and lands. The Roller Crusher. They got enough mana here to do some blasting, but not enough to blast Winter. And we're delirious! Uh-oh. Your hand size is 2. 2. Beats by Amy. Okay. Ooh. This is a real temptation. Put them to 2, but I might just, like, die. What's in my graveyard? Okay, Okay, I could turn into Twitching Doll for 2 more damage. It's not lethal. Yeah, I can put them to 1. But 1's not 0. Why isn't 1 0? That's silly. Yeah, I can, like, bring them to 4 and then hit them for 3. Uh-oh. That's some big wee-woos. Oh, hey, Bonehorde Dracosaur! Flipping that over to get a land. Also, haste. 1 not equals 0? Ridiculous. Everybody draws. Who would make the biggest difference for me here? Crime. Already have instants and sorceries in my graveyard. Instant sorceries and lands. Karam? Generated of Guilty. Cursed Mirror. Oh. Cursed Mirror. Lets me become a copy of Bonehorde Dracosaur. Alright, so. Do I have a way to kill Bonehorde Dracosaur? Totally don't. But that would force them to block it in the air. And then on the ground, we could hit for 4, not lethal. I can play Emrakul if I use the shock, but I don't know how confident I feel about me being able to kill them with their own cards. So we'll force those 2 to trade. Oh, I should have held that in hand. So I could discard and turn that into that for blocking. I would also tap that. I made the Dragon's Kiss. Roller Crusher, I believe, does double Dragonhawk's damage, so I think they might have lethal. Oh, that also works. I can see what their top cards were. The answer? Not things I'd be able to have killed them with Emrakul, I think. Too bad. Well, time to die to the Dragonhawk burn. Quicker! Okay, wait. Just pass to the end of his turn. You do it. Stop. Stop trying to get more value. You have lethal. Nico, Light of Hope. Nico is a Blink commander and an Enchantments commander and a whatever shards are. I mean, they are enchantments. Nico's pretty sweet, though. Turns your shards into the thing that you're blinking, getting you more enter the battlefields and just more general value. I think we can start with Forsaken Crossroads. I'll name green. And always use more of that good green stuff. Maybe I should be going for Black and Damnation. And Nico's good. Clones? Yeah! Clones. They make clones. I can do better. A fitting opponent for Winter considering the story. Yeah, Winter, you take this kid and you try to feed them to a giant demon. We love that for you. Cool plans. I attack. For 1. Never see that coming. I'm gonna crack open this verdant catacombs right here. Not waiting, no hesitating. And I would like one with black red. Cool. Timber Symbiosis. That's a sorcery. Throw it in the trash. I'll play Jet Collector just to have it around, so if I do end up with 4 things in the graveyard, I'll get myself a Mox Jet. And then I can start reanimating. They told Jet Collector to get lost. Oh, dang it. Well, I'm up to 3 types in a graveyard for winter. No! The hey. I'll play Cram. Cram's cool. Mills us. Also could be exiled by the Skyclave Apparition. Can get dummy thick. I might just be like attacking in, looking for a land, and then firing off Damnation. It would not be the first time I've done something like that. Alright, what do we got? Some Thoughts to Seize? I can only play 1 of these. And of them, I'd probably go for the Thoughtseize. Oh, wait, hold up. Yeah. Alright, so that means we don't get to use either. Foreign Clerks. I'm not as afraid without the blinkable here. Them having a blinkable that was able to hit my my commander is what I was a little more worried about. Nice maps. Explorer's good with winter. I kind of wish winter was in Sidisi's colors, Sultai. That'd be nice. Ether Channeler, able to do Blinkin', Stinkin', and Blinkin'. Valgavoth soon. I'm pretty far from Valgavoth. I feel like they're gonna just throw those back into my hand. And I'm gonna keep getting lands. Till I run out. Wait, I thought I clicked on both. Okay, that's fine. That'll make him think I'm out of forests. I'm not out of forests. I have the lands, I just need the turns. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they could sacrifice their shards for it, but that's fine. So they did this in end step, so they'd be able to attack with these Aether Channelers, but like, blocker. I assume they have something else to follow up with. We're not out of the woods, because we're not out of forest. Thanks, Hawkma. Here's a Solitude. They did not have 2 mana up, though, to blink it right away, or they could have done, like, the Evoke Scammon. Scamming and jamming. No, my illusion! The reason I didn't, by the way, block with this, knowing that they could bounce it, is I don't think it's their highest priority thing. So anyway, damn, wait. Chandra first. Chandra first, making sure we're leaving up the right colors, by which I mean black mana. Yes. Yes! Skablamo! The board has been wiped. And I realize now I could have played this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got Valgavoth mana. The EDH precon has winter as just black-green. Where's the red from? Passion of wanting to escape. I have no idea. This could get countered, which would be a bummer. But I'm still trying. Valgavoth! Terror Eater! Tail's End. Okay. Ho 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 hee hee hee. Hee hee ho ho ho. Ooh. Nico with the boots. Nico is going to smash. Nico is hexproof. I can't even minus if I wanted to. Go for this plus. It's on top of my deck. Old Rutstein, eh? Alright. I like old Rutstein.
Today's my lucky day.
Oh, and you milled the board away. Cool. Cool, bro. Yeah, what I don't have in graveyard. I don't have any enchantments or artifacts in the grave. Argoth? Don't mind me just exploring my options. They know about the land, so I'll drop that. Got another land. Okay. Oh no, Steph, we're not saying it's because it's a different card. We're just wondering, like, why they chose this winter to be Jund colors and the Precon one not to be. Land ho. Don't call him a land ho. They're sacrificing a shard, which makes me think they don't have a creature to blink here. Or they'd be, like, animating those shards to try and kill Chandra. Who's a land ho? Apparently Winter. Or maybe old Rutstein. Cyber Siphoner lets them bounce something into hand and make something else cost more, right? Oh no, Cyber Siphoner is the return from graveyard one. I was thinking of Nightclub Bouncer. That is a really scary thing for them to be able to blink. They killed Chandra. I got more maps. And we steal. Tidebender. I could tidebend Nico. That would be really good. Also, Delirium Online! Wait, no I can't. Unless they do it on my turn. Hexproof, you don't target the creature, you target the ability. So if they want to do it this turn, stifle it. With my good friend, Laughing Jaffer Flint. Put it in the trash. I don't need that. Go for it, Jasper. Go have a laugh at their expense. That's right. So they weren't able to do that right there. Not that they won't be able to just, like, do it again this turn. But it made one potential Nico trigger not happen. Or Nico activation. Uh-oh. That's a kitten. With the Siphoner? Oh, no. Aw, no. No, bro! Well, at least Winter has Ward. So, what are you getting? Lost? Okay. At least I get to steal first. Aw, they're killing Laughing Jasper Flint, so I only have one outlaw. It's not the bug, it's Winter. Winter is, in fact, an outlaw. They tails end my Jasper Flint? Oh, I wanted to steal. Y'all are a menace. And we already have our Damnation and our Deluge in the graveyard. Everybody gets to draw. I have enough mana for Tali and Childred? No, because Old Rutstein did not mill that. I do have enough for Childred. They only have 6 cards in graveyard, so I can't flip the Childred after. Looking at the creatures in my graveyard, the permanents, I should say, in my graveyard. 6. Can grab Chandra with the Signet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, we can do both. So, Atali, get me something good. Cruelty of Gix and Guard Mage. Great, we'll draw a card. Make them discard. Or I'll reanimate from graveyard. I'm gonna go for Chapter 1. Chapter 1, show me your secrets. Mana Drain and Yorion. Alright, Yorion, get in the trash. This lets me target what I'm hitting. Rather than Childred, which is just edicting it. I am going to permanently exile the Cybus Siphoner. It's better than killing it because it actually goes to the bottom of their deck. I'm gonna use one of these stupid maps. Throw it on Winter. Winter's got ward. No, not the kitten. Because Nico can still blink. Next turn, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling we just grab, like, hand attack. Like, I still have, I think... Oh, no, we've used Inquisition with Kozilek and that. We still got choices. All right, it doesn't matter. So they're doing this on Cruelty of Gix. They can blink Nico. Nico being blinked would get them more shards. You curious to see what you can do with Winter? You can make your opponent draw cards. And their hand size is 1, because we have so much random crap in our graveyard. And we win! Through the power of John the Good Stuff. GG. Urgi, God of Storytelling. Urgi is oftentimes a storm commander, allowing you to get more mana the more spells that you cast. And that mana doesn't go away until end of turn. So you can sit around waiting for your cool spells to finish doing what they're doing, and then use that mana to go off and off and off and off and off, especially if you have 1 mana spells, like this and similar ones, that draw you a card. If they play her here, I do have Baleful Mastery. They didn't. Bringing out Crucius. And I feel like this guy's gonna die before he does anything. Cathartic Pyre. A dead Crucius. No discards for me. Next turn, I think we go for Invasion. Ooh, they're also battling. This is another battle that I think could go into Winter, since it does discard. But it's not like that. It's not that big for the deck. It would just be another way to get more battles so you have more card types. Cathartic Union, they discard even more. I kind of want to check out what's in their hand, but I also really want to ramp. I guess I could do both. I have a Solar Transformer. Show me your secrets. Molten Duplication, Cornucopia, Medallion, Fury, and Increasing Vengeance. This Molten Duplication can do some cool stuff. I'm going to drop their Fury, since it can get rid of most things in my deck. Solar Transformer, and I already know I want green mana from this, so I'm going to grab green mana. A fine forest. Is there a Kindred card in Arena in Jund? Yes, there's a colorless one, but I wouldn't run it in this deck. So there's I guess 2. There's Bitter Blossom, which is an enchantment, and Kindred. And we also have Altar of the Goyf? Is that what it's called? I think it's called Altar of the Goyf. Ramp or destroy things. I want to ramp. I want to ramp so I can do these big nasties. Sit in my deck. Get some cards. And still keep up that Baleful Mastery just in case of Burgie. They're much more able to storm with this Ruby Medallion, so that's what I'd be hitting with the Kolaghan's command. Yes, Altar of the Goyf. That was the card. It's a kindred artifact with the type Lurgoyf. What spoils are we season? These ones? Got a treasure. The Skirk Prospector. Way to bank some extra mana. For an all-in-one combo. They could play Burgie here. They still have the mana. Tapping a creature. Getting this. They're not even attacking with a Root Walla. Okay. I'm gonna fire off this Deluge for 1. That puts a sorcery, another sorcery, in my graveyard. And here's Winter. Yes, they seized the singular spoil. The spoil was 1 treasure token. Bertie! So they don't have any discard draws here, right? I wonder why they duplicate the medallion. Oh, no, wait, they have the Ox of Agonis in the graveyard. Yeah, they have enough pieces in the grave because they've been discarding so much. This already cost 2 from the graveyard, but I think they're doing this just because they know they're going to discard it anyway. And they want to set up. They just got to pick which 8 cards they exile. Get an extra mana, discard, and draw 3. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana up. Pirate's Landing, making sure they don't use their treasure because they don't want a pirate. They just want a cantrip. But you don't want Ragavan? Come on, he's a good monkey. Might a Meek on Burgie, draws a card. Is Winter going to be gone? Is Grape Shot in Arena? Yep, that's why I said Burgie's a storm deck. Because she storms. There's another card, it's like a red enchantment that can also generate the other 2 red storm cards, I think. Empty the Warrens, and I don't remember what the other one is. Oh, they found their hot grapes! I wonder if they want increasing vengeance on that Grape Shot. It's a lot of grapes. They're very hot. Ow. I have to do this while it's on the stack, right? I guess it just copies the spell. It doesn't cast the copies. So you wouldn't get an additional storm trigger. That's too bad. Invasion of Mercadia comes in as this creature. This dude and his elementals. Like that Grape Shot art. The Mystic Archives consistently have some incredible art. Alright, end step. We both draw. Gonna blast that Ruby Medallion. And turn into a permanent in my graveyard. I don't really want to, but thanks. Making sure I'm leaving up black mana. Exiling Ox of Agonis. Charged Conjuration. Makes a Grape Shot, empty the Warrens, or a Galvanic Relay. Ah, okay. So they're frostbiting their own Ox here so they can escape it again. I could stop it with the Baleful Mastery, but It's not my priority here. See if they double block. I gotta wait until they start casting spells on their turn to hit Burgie. Kind of like wait until they commit into her ability. So they'd have to spend another 5. But look, I gave you a card. You love cards. Also, their maximum hand size is 3. Please don't call Winter Tsundere. Like, yes, kind of, but please don't. For people who didn't read the Duskborn story, Winter's not a good guy. He guides our, like, planeswalkers and fellow former planeswalkers and Damone through Duskmorn, but he does it with the motive of he's going to sacrifice everybody to Vel'Gavoth to get his own freedom. Yay, freedom! Freedom for the boy! He also sacrificed the woman who, like, came to the plane at the same time as him. Who I think they were, like, besties. Not anymore. Is he dead? Or, like, one with the house. None of those are great. I could do that and Little Overlord. Okay. I will destroy an artifact, creature, and land. Artifact, creature, and land. Go for regular snow. There's some benefits that are being more instants and sorceries in their graveyard. I don't want them to have those benefits. Go to combat. Attack Invasion of Zendikar. If it goes unblocked, I could full cast this. But since it didn't, tap, tap. Mind Stone! And use that remaining mana for the Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Hand size. Still 3. You think of Goth Talk when you see Winter. His look is very high maintenance for a dude who's been trapped in a house so long. Like the murder house. The murder horror house. Ooh, wait! They're invoking clams! They're going to be able to recast 2 instants or sorceries from their graveyard. Remember how I said there were benefits to them having, like, this in their graveyard? That's the kind of thing I was talking about. They would have been able to wheel. Where does he get eyeliner like this in the house? I mean, coal, I actually kind of understand. Because it's like, all you need is fire. If you can burn some wood, then you have coal. You just like, put a little bit. It's messy. It works. 3 mana left, an Arcane Signet. This Flamestoker is getting cheaper and cheaper to sacrifice to wheel the hand. Oh, Heather's just like, yeah, I can't block. Keep storming. Costs 2 mana right now to sacrifice. Everybody draws more. You love drawing cards. Ooh, free stuff. I want free stuff. What do we got? Double cast? Eh. Electric Revelation? Monkey. Monkey. I don't care if it's 1 mana spell being cast for free. I want the monkey. Double cast the Peer. I wish double casting Peer into the Abyss did a kill, but it doesn't because rounding. Anyway, free monkey. Also a bird. Double casting Fear into the Abyss, though, would be pretty funny, because I could target, I think, different players with each. Because I think you can choose new targets. Yeah, Duskmourn, by the way, if you're wondering how there's people surviving at all on Duskmourn, I kind of asked around on this. It seems that the house, Valgavoth, only recently started murdering everybody who came in, and before was really just terrorizing everyone and feeding on their fear. Killing some people, like, oh, I've extracted enough fear, this isn't enough, like, it's not worth the work. But then Valgavoth, probably with the advent of the Omen Paths, realized, oh, the multiverse is a little bit thinner than it used to be. I can open up these doors. When I'm opening up these doors, I can get people from all over the place to come in here. Sure, it takes a bit of energy to get them in here, but once they're in here, oh, think of all of the wonderful fear I can extract and then kill them. Dang, that's an underworld breach. I might be dead. Let's wait and find out. Oh, and yeah, if you also didn't read the story, it does end with Valgavoth consuming Winter. A door was opened to a plane. Winter was given the opportunity to leave. A skirmish broke out. Valgavoth was like, hey, I didn't actually get to eat those guys you brought to me, so I'm gonna eat you instead. Yum, 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 tasty. So he got absorbed into the house. Oh, they're discarding. I don't know how to sequence Burgie well enough to, like, see this happen. So, it's up to them. I gotta see if they win. Well, I just, like, I don't know, talk about Valgavoth eating guys. Were you wondering why Valgavoth is in the deck? It's thematic. It's also a really good reanimatable piece. Just banking mana on zero cost spells. Cool. That's what the Tormod's Crypt, the Bauble, and Conjurant were. It's gonna be Burgie versus the timeouts. They have 2 left. 2 timeouts left. And then Hot Grapes. Also, these are adding towards the storm count. So, does it show the storm count if I hover over the Hot Grapes in the graveyard? 8. It's currently 8. Make it 9. 10, baby. 11. These are all in hand, too. They're gambling. That actually gets them a tutor. Because whatever gets discarded, they can still do. Do I think Valgavoth would eat you? If you asked nicely, maybe. I don't know. I feel like Valgavoth would rather torture you than eat you. Mm-hmm. How many cards are in their graveyard? 17! They're just doing this, I guess, the storm. As long as they've got cards in graveyard, they can. Since Underworld Breach is just escape plus 3 cards. That's their mana value and then 3 extra. So they're just like getting all the extras out. 15. Oh, they totally have it. Lightning Bolt, and it's gonna be a good game. They're gonna have to like click on me like 17 times. Click, 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 click. Nice. Oh, a fun fact, by the way, if your timers run out while you're selecting targets for Grape Shot, it will default to you. It will choose you as the default target. I'm saying this because I've run hot grapes before, and sometimes you get burned by those grapes. And you get real embarrassed because you ran out of time selecting targets. Good game, Virgie. Wow, it really does do 1 out of 10. Why'd you target anything other than my face? Come on. No. Hot grape on the face. Top 10 anime betrayals. No. Yeah, all those little white circles in the art, those are grapes. That's what the wizards do. They wanted their monkey back. Fair. Good game. Arabella, Abandoned Doll. This is a Boros aggro commander. When Arabella attacks in, she just kind of ruins you. She does everything. She gains life. She drains life. She doesn't even need to make combat damage happen. She's going to deal a lot of damage to you based on a number of 2, 1, and 0 power creatures they have under their control. And I'm going to ramp. Boom. Ramp's happening. You love ramp. You love ramp more than anything in the world. What do I want to play here? I'll play Argoth. I have mana bananas. I feel like just throwing down Vorinclex is pretty good because 6/6, trample, reach, good at blocking. They're asking, by the way, would you like to sacrifice your dog? I know there's no threats incoming to Arabella, but would you like to sacrifice? The answer was no, and also we had 5 mana on turn 3, so they left. Okay, good game. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Winter did actually a bit more than I was expecting. I'm really happy that we had a couple games where Winter stuck around, got both players drawing, we got the Bowmasters triggers, and we got Shoulder triggers, and we got Winter to do Winter stuff. I had some people ask while I was bringing this deck why I'm not focused more on discard in this deck and discard synergies, because the Delirium trigger there can get your opponent discard. The answer is I really didn't expect Winter to live very long, and for the most part he didn't. Even the games that I cut, oftentimes Winter would come down and then die. I had one game against a mono black control deck where Winter was killed, I think, 5 times. And I just, well, at that point, what's a girl to do? You're gonna sit here with your human warlock and you're gonna say, well, I guess the discard payoff was not getting there. But you could build this as a purely discard deck instead of building around any sort of reanimation or anything like that. Just making your opponent discard, kind of like a Tiny Bones deck. That's definitely something you can do. Discard is usually good value in 1v1 since it forces your opponent to get rid of their potential threats that they'd be playing on future turns. And we also have good reactive removal being in Golgari. Also just mono black can kill and exile a lot of different things. If you're looking for my deck list, it's in the description below. And if you're looking to come say hi, twitch.tv/Amazonian is where I record all my Brawl Stars episodes. It's where I stream almost every day. And Twitch chat are the ones who actually voted on Winter as the commander for this video. I gave them a choice between 5 different commanders, and it came down to Winter and Camellia because they tied. So I had a runoff poll. And Winter won by 1 vote. That's right, your vote does matter. Thank you, Winter, for showing up and making our opponents draw cards. Not generally something we want to do, but we made it work in this deck. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.